Alright, so for example 4, this is actually the same as a previous part we've done, but this time we're going to use pattern loop rotate. And instead of drilling these holes, we're actually going to mill them. I called out a 1/2 inch diameter end mill here, but that's actually too big to do these holes. We'll just use a 1/4 inch end mill instead. So we'll go ahead and start that here. So this is the one from last time. We'll go ahead and save as example number 4. And we'll go ahead and get our part set up. We're going to do a cylinder, and the direction is going to be -Z. The length of the part is 1/2 inch, and the radius is 5. Alright, so now we'll get our tools set up. You can see we still have the drills from the previous ops, so we'll just go ahead and create a tool number 60, which is going to be our end mill. And it's going to be a 1/4 inch end mill. We'll turn our coolant on and change our speed. We'll just assume this is aluminum, so our speed, we'll just call it about 6,000. Alright, so now we'll go back to our program review here, and we're just going to select the whole thing and delete it. Now we're starting fresh, and so we'll go ahead and create a milling block, and we're going to do a milling circle. And so what we want to do is, just to simplify this, is we'll just start with this hole up here. We know it's at 90 degrees, and we know the location of it. So for part 0's in the center, our X is going to be 0, and our Y is just going to be the radius of the bolt circle. So our bolt circle diameter is 8 inches, so we're going to call it at X0, Y of 4. So our center here is 0 and 4 inches. They call it a 7/16 diameter, and we'll divide that by 2 to get our radius. Alright, so there's our radius. Now remember to start above the part, and our thickness is 1/2 inch, so we'll go 0.6 deep. Alright, now for our tool, it's going to be 60. Alright, so for our milling type, we could do inside, or we can do a pocket boundary. We'll go ahead and just do pocket boundary, just to make sure that it clears out all the material we want to clear out. If your end mill is too small and you do an inside, it'll actually leave a little plug in the middle, and as it gets to the bottom of your part and clears out that plug, it can cause the plug to snap into your end mill and cause it to break. So for right now, we'll just do pocket boundary. And our plunge feed, do nice and slow. We'll do a peck depth of about 100 thou. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and draw, let's see what we get. So we can see we got the one hole right here at the top. So what we want to do is we want to rotate this around the part. So I'll go back to our review, and what we want to do is we want to insert a pattern rotate before our milling block here. So we'll insert, and we're going to go to patterns, and it's going to be a loop, and it's going to be a loop rotate. So this is very similar to how the bolt circle works on the hole blocks, except with the bolt circle, you're bound to 360 degrees. Basically, however many holes you tell it, it'll divide 360 by that number. With this loop rotate, we can specify any number of rotations and any start and end angle. So we know there's going to be 6 holes, and our start angle is going to be 0, because we do not want to change from this top position here. Now our rotate angle is going to be the deviation between each individual hole. So we know there's 360 degrees in our circle, and there are 6 holes, so that leaves us with 60 degrees. So that's going to put 60 degrees between every hole. And you can see the diagram down here explains what all each of these individual terms mean. So if you ever get confused, refer to this diagram. It explains what all they want you to input. So now we've started this pattern here. We want to end it after our middle circle here. And we'll go ahead and insert pattern end. Now we'll go ahead and draw it and see what we get. There we go. We can see it pattern that in 6 different locations, and it patterned it exactly how we wanted it to. So that's it for this example. That's all we needed to do. So we'll go ahead and save it out, and we're done.